Hi everyone! So I've done quite a lot of videos just recently in different events and different pages talking through why people might choose our Clean 9 and what's in the box. And then it occurred to me, I've not actually done one in this page, which is our Clean 9 support page, and it's support for lots of things from mindset and focus and training and exercise and better habits and healthy eating. But one of our big beliefs is one of the greatest tools that we've used to get back into a healthy lifestyle is this box here, the Clean 9. So I want to talk through what you actually get in the Clean 9. First of all though, what we need to look at is the reasons that people might do the cleanse. And that can be literally anything. So it's not just about fitting into your favourite pair of jeans or dropping a dress size or seeing a lower number on the scales or even measuring a smaller size, dropping some inches. It's not just about that. Some people do it because they feel sluggish or they're not sleeping properly, they're drinking too much caffeine, or they're feeling like they're creating not an addiction but a real bad habit, whether it's with sugar or caffeine, coffee, alcohol, sugary foods, processed foods, and all of those things. They just feel like they're developing a bit of a habit with having too much of them. Some people do it because they feel like they're eating too much. Their portion sizes are a bit ridiculous. They might feel like they're snacking habitually, which was definitely a big one for me. You might feel like you want to just create some more energy and just feel a lot better from the inside out. So they are just a few. So there are more reasons, but you've really got to look at why you want to do this, why you want to start on a healthy lifestyle, or why you want to rid yourself of toxins, or why you want to get back into better habits. You've got to start with that. And then you'll need to look at how you're going to do that and what you're going to use to do so. And so, of course, what we need to do is it's not about a quick fix. It's not about just doing something really quickly and getting really great results and then not continuing with good habits, because you're just going to get back in those, that same mindset as before, and you're not going to really get anywhere on your journey. So you need to look at creating better habits. At doing things daily, and these things take time, one step at a time. You can't just automatically start training for a marathon at the same time as eating eating lettuce at the same time as trying to read a whole book a day. It's got to be a little bit every day. And so we've learned through just changing our habits, maybe swapping. So for us now, we drink something called rooibos tea, which is South African tea, which is so lovely. And I know it's an acquired taste, but we don't have normal tea anymore. So we don't have caffeine. We do have a coffee probably once every 3, maybe 4 days. But it's just because we fancy it and we think, oh yeah, I might like a coffee, rather than, okay, it's 4 o'clock, the kids are home, I need to sit down and have a coffee. That is a habit. That's when it becomes just a habit. The same as in the evenings or in the morning, can you get up out of bed a little bit earlier and do a bit of exercise? Or at night, instead of sitting down and watching 3 hours of TV, can you maybe read something or watch something motivational or listen to something inspiring? Or can you do a bit of stretching, maybe a bit of yoga, which is quite nice to do at night? So there's lots of little things that you can change in your lifestyle that are not really drastic, in order for you to just take those little steps forward one at a time. So then what we like to discuss with people is this opportunity of doing some kind of cleanse. And we've got lots of options, but of course it all comes down to this one program, the Clean 9. But what we can do is design programs around the products, because you can purchase all of them separately, so that you can design something that's going to work for you, which is where it comes back to why you want to do it. So what you get in our Clean 9, so bearing in mind this is the New Zealand version, there are slight variations from the UK version, the American, the Canadian, the Australian, just in terms of the best-selling products or the products that are in that country, because the government there has to make sure that they're happy with them. And in terms of here, we don't have a massive amount yet because it's not been a big thing here, whereas in places like America or the UK, forever's been bigger and around for a lot longer. So yeah, so I'm going to talk you through the Clean 9 NZ version, and if you've got any questions about other countries, then just comment below or just send me a PM and I can go through the program there. But the principle of it, the idea of it, the purpose of it, why you would do it is exactly the same. So you get 3 bottles of our aloe vera drinking gel. Now this is the #1 product. It's the #1 bestseller worldwide. And it actually generates over 50% of the company's sales across the world. This one bottle, one product, how nuts is that? And so what this does, it's your all-round general health tonic. It contains 75 of the vitamins and minerals that the body needs daily. It actually contains 19 of the 20 amino acids that we need. And it works to cleanse, to soothe, to heal, and to grow. So everything it touches, it does those things. So in terms of our body, it doesn't matter how clean we begin to eat. If we've already consumed sugary foods, alcohol, processed foods, caffeine, just any of those toxins, then they can't all on, our body on its own can't get rid of them all. So they need to sit somewhere. So what they do is they sit in our digestive system. And our body and our liver, aims to get rid of this stuff. But what happens is, as they get stuck in our digestive system, they sit in something called the villi, which is in the inner walls of our intestines. And they kind of look like little fingers, really. And so in between each gap is where the toxins like to sit. Now, also in between each gap, that is how all the goodness from the food, from the vitamins, the minerals, the supplements that we eat, the food that we put in our body, all of those nutrients that we want, that's how they try and get into the rest of our body. So if we've got toxins lining those areas, you know what's going to happen? Nothing's going to get in. So we need a helping hand to remove those by pushing them through our system the way that everything else would normally leave our body. And so they need to move down into the liver. And then what happens is the liver needs to get rid. Now, if we've had lots and lots and lots of toxins, if we've had a blowout or a party or it's Christmas, then the liver can only take so much toxins at a time. And so they start to build up and they start to form this queue. And if they're hanging around waiting to go into the liver, they can't just float around the body on their own and do nothing. They need to have something to cling on to. And so what do they cling on to? Fat cells. And if there's more toxins, our body has to generate more fat cells, which is why then we get bloated and we start to put on weight. So what the aloe does is it first of all goes into your digestive system and removes the toxins. Like I say, the normal way, it's not a laxative, it just gets rid of them. It also helps your body to absorb all the good stuff. So this contains, like I said, 75 vitamins and minerals. So not only are you putting in all of that good stuff, your body is absorbing it so much better because of the alcohol. The other thing that this bottle contains, because naturally aloe vera contains it, so it's not been added synthetically, naturally aloe vera contains prebiotic. Now, everyone's heard of probiotics. We put them in our body for good gut health, for good gut flora. Now, prebiotics help to keep the probiotics working better for longer. So if you're putting prebiotics in as well, you're improving your gut health as well. And aloe vera is one of the few plants around the world that naturally contains these prebiotics. So as well as all of those things, you're going to find that it really supports healthy hair, skin, nails. Like I said, everything grows well with aloe vera. My hair, it needs a cut actually, but it grows so fast. It's never been so long. Paul, it drives him up the wall, my hubby. For those of you who don't know, he shaves his head and he has to do that pretty much every day. And it does drive him up the wall because he loves the aloe. He gets up in the morning, opens the bottle and just has a good old gulp out of it. So yeah, so there are so many things that you are going to find out of this bottle. For me, just the natural energy I feel, so there's no stimulant in it, it's not that it's going to wire me. I just feel like it helps my body to work in such an efficient way that it stops me from kind of feeling those sluggish, really yucky, tired feelings because of the goodness it's putting into my body and the rubbish that it's helping to remove just quite naturally. So on the first 2 days, I will warn you, it's pretty intense. It's lots and lots of this. So it doesn't taste amazing because it's from the plant, you know, it tastes like a plant. But you have lots and lots of shots. So you have a shot for breakfast, shot for lunch, shot for tea, and a shot for supper as well. You also have, on those first 2 days, one of our lovely Forever Light Ultra with amenitine shakes. And it's a plant-based soy protein. So soy is really great because it's long-lasting, it's slow-releasing, it fills you up for longer. And if you were to have this after you've done a little bit of physical exercise, soy really helps to rebuild new muscle as well as support the old muscle that you've just used in that physical exercise. So you've got vanilla flavour, chocolate flavour, both really nice. They both fill you up. You have it with some kind of water or milk alternative. I really like it with coconut milk. And sometimes I'll have it for breakfast, whizzed up with some avocado, spinach and banana or some berries. My boys absolutely love it, and so after they've had breakfast, they'll often have a little bit with me while I have mine, and it's topping up their vitamins and nutrients because it's got lots and lots of vitamins and nutrients for a healthy, balanced meal. Then we have our Forever Garcinia Plus, which you also have on day, all the way through. So day 1 and 2, as well as 3 to 9, you have 2 for breakfast, 2 for lunch, and 2 for tea. You have them about 20 to 30 minutes before you have any aloe or shake or anything, because it's slow releasing, so you need it to get in your system to work at its best. So it's derived from a plant in Southeast Asia, and it also promotes healthy hair and healthy skin and healthy nails, which is great, like the aloe. And it also helps to curb those cravings. You know, you often get in and you have that cup of tea or coffee and you think, oh, I'll just have a sugary biscuit because you're craving one or it's a habit. It helps to curb that, and it also helps you to take the good fats from the calories that you put into your body rather than the bad ones. So if you're a big carb fan, this could be the one for you, and it can actually be taken as a daily supplement. You just double the dosage during the cleanse. So you take that all the way throughout, and we also have our Aloe Herbal Blossom Tea, which is very refreshing and revitalizing. It's there as a hot drink replacement, so if you do have a favorite herbal tea, as long as it doesn't have any caffeine in it, you can have that as well. This has been likened to Christmas in a cup by some of my friends who love it. It's got that real chai cinnamon type taste, which is really refreshing. So so that's very nice. You have that all the way throughout as well. You also, on day 3 to 9, you reduce your aloe, so you have less aloe. You have more shakes, so you have a shake for breakfast and a shake for lunch. And then you also have a 600 calorie meal. And it's amazing how much 600 calories. I was just talking to Kelly today, who's currently on, I think she's on day 6. And she was saying how 600 calories, when she's actually really going for, good nutritious food, it's actually too much food, and she's finding that she can't even finish the 600 calories. So so you actually get a 600 calorie meal. We don't supply that 600 calorie meal because lots of people are this intolerant, this free, allergic to this, or they might not eat meat. So we have just lots and lots of different recipe ideas, meal plans that we can share with you for you to choose. And it's about designing something that you can stick to. There's no point us giving you meal plans of stuff that you would never eat, because then when you finish the cleanse, you won't be able to continue with it. You also get the Forever Light Ultra Shaker, which is great for you to shake up your shake in. You get a tape measure. It's not designed as a weight loss program, but a weight management. However, one of the nice side effects is that you do tend to lose some weight in inches because of the rubbish that you're getting rid of in your system and the better habits that you're creating. So it's a really good idea to track your progress, and also to take before and after photos, and just track your journey and see how you're progressing. And so then the other thing you get in the box is our program booklet. This is actually our old one. We have got a new one somewhere, but it's just the front that's changed. And so it's got lots of info about the program. It's got a section at the front for you to write down your goals, the reason why you're doing this, like I talked about at the beginning of the video. Really, really important that you do that, so you can keep referring back, especially if you're having one of those wobbly moments and looking at a chocolate biscuit and it's talking to you saying, eat me. So yes, it talks through day 1 and 2, like I just did, tells you what to do. It talks through day 3 to 9, again, like I did. Lots and lots of water. It does talk about it in here. You need to make sure you consume lots of water to just keep your body working at optimum level. It's also got a calorie counter in terms of meal suggestions for a 400 calorie meal with 200 calorie snack ideas. So if it was that you actually wanted to just break it down a little bit, if you prefer to eat a little bit more little and often, and then at the back it's just got a real breakdown of all different foods and calories and things like that. So we don't fit in the box, but you do get Paul and I, if we're the ones that have introduced you to this group and to the cleanse. If not, then it's the person who's introduced you, your forever business owner. We do come with the program. So we don't just go, here's a box, go and have fun. We are here to hold your hand, to give you tips, to give you motivation, to support you, to give you suggestions, alternatives. It might be that you're thinking, you know what, this is not working for me. We're here for you, like a sounding board for you to talk to, and we just want to support you all the way through. Beforehand, we help you do a pre-cleanse. During the cleanse, step by step each day. Callie will tell you, I check in all the time. Callie and I have also been trying to get together to do some exercise, which Paul and I want to add. We want to add more value to the program. And so we've been trying to do that because she does live near here. But the 2 days that we were going to do it, it absolutely piddled it down with rain, and we were going to do it at the park. So we will try and do that at the weekend. And then the other thing we're going to do is put together some videos and things, just with little snippets of exercise, nutrition, just lots of different ideas to just support you all a little bit further. So you're already in this group, so have a good nosy around, get all your questions answered. Please feel free to comment below this video, and just use us. There's lots of forever business owners in the page. There's lots of people in the page that have done the cleanse before, so get your questions answered, and good luck. Thanks, guys.